doing things that make you happy before your day starts, your life will transform. And that's just facts.
I was blinded, there's no shining behind those green eyes. The horizon so enticing, you say you'll be
On. Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be probably the first or second video that I even post on my channel, so welcome. If you're into all things self-care, if you're into animal care, if you're into all things soft girl aesthetic, but mainly self-care and animal care, I am your girl. But if you like this type of content, if you want to see more of it, please like and subscribe and leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. I'm just starting out with this stuff, so hopefully you like it. If you like it, I love it. So right now it's about 9 a.m. As you've already seen, I started my morning self-care everyday thing. I usually start at 5 or 5:30. It's been more like 5:30, 5:45 these last couple of days. After the holidays, it was a blur. I don't remember anything. I don't know how I woke up this morning. But to start off my YouTube channel, I wanted to kind of hone in on the thing that's helped me become who I am now, which is having a dedicated morning routine and sticking with it. I kind of just wanted to make a video on like what my routine consists of and why I'm so dedicated to it, and why like a lot of my content, like even stuff that I post on my Instagram, has to do with like holistic self-care, well-being kind of stuff, and also animals, of course. A little bit of a backstory on me. So I went to school for animal science. I got my animal science degree, and I was planning on going to vet school to be a veterinarian, but that ended up not working out. It actually ended up not working out in the weirdest way. Like, I got my degree, but my degree that I thought would get me into vet school didn't even have all the things that I needed for vet school, so I would have had to take extra classes, which I was mentally not able to, and it was a whole mess. But I think it was a blessing in disguise, because once I was in the veterinary field and I got close to veterinarians and I saw firsthand of like everything that goes on, I don't think I would have been as mentally healthy as I am now if I were to have been a vet then. I definitely have the tools now to kind of stabilize my mental health, but back then when I was trying to get into vet school, I would not have survived. The universe was like, please don't do this. And I was like, no, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna try, and it didn't work. But being a professional in the animal care industry, I see how overlooked we are and how underappreciated we are, how undermined we are. And that's not even to say just the animal care field, like a lot of fields, even the human care field. Like I have friends that are nurses and they are just, pushed around. It's a very thankless job for a human nurse, because it's like, oh, this is expected of you. So, of course, it's thankless as an animal professional too, but that's why I'm so dedicated to a morning routine and having some kind of stability in my life, because being a professional, you rarely get any type of stability. It's chaotic at all times. I'm no longer in the medical side of it. I'm doing just grooming, which is another thing that I do. Hi. I am a vet tech, and I'm also a dog groomer. I've actually been a dog groomer longer than I was a vet tech. I wanted to be a vet tech in the vet medical field way before grooming, but things happened and I ended up getting a job at an animal grooming place. That was my first job ever. And it just worked out. And now that's what I do for my main job is grooming. Even then, like, you are just looked at as a dog groomer. You just make dogs pretty. It doesn't matter that your client that's on the table doesn't stay still and is trying to bite you and is coming at your face while you have scissors in your hand. That's overlooked. But with all that being said, I did get into a very depressive state. It didn't matter which job I was doing. It didn't matter if I was doing vet tech jobs or grooming jobs. Like, it's so easy to get lost in the field that you're in and forget to take care of yourself. For the longest time, I was just waking up about like 20 minutes before I had to clock in and getting dressed really quick, brushing my teeth really quick, eating something really quick, and then going to work. And then dedicating my whole day to others, and I didn't even have anything for myself. So I got very low very quick. I got very burned out very quick, and I got to a point where I finally had enough, and so I started reading. Like, I just started reading books. I started like really trying to figure out like, okay, this is my life and this is not working. So what can I do? One specific book that really helped me get back into like, okay, I need to focus on myself before I can pour into others. was by one of my favorite authors. Her name is Gabrielle Bernstein. I've actually read every single one of her books. She puts it in a way that makes sense in my head. The first book that I ever read of hers was called May Cause Miracles. May Cause Miracles. And it was kind of just like a 40-day guide to like a meditation journaling guide where you have a certain thing that you do in the morning, a certain thing that you do at night, and you have to do it. Like, you don't have to, but I did it morning and night for 40 days and kind of just got into a habit of like, okay, if I can do this in the morning, this at night, every day for 40 days, then I can add on stuff to the morning and add on stuff to the night. So now I have a morning routine, a night routine, and that has changed everything. That was one of the few books that helped me. There's a few other ones, and I'll put them below so you can read those too if that's helpful. But one thing that I realized that we as humans crave is some kind of stability. The sense of accomplishment that I feel after I do my morning routine and after I make sure that I go to the gym, because before I didn't go to the gym like that. I would go here and there, like sprinkled throughout the week or throughout the month. But I got to a point where I don't know when the switch happened. It happened at some point in my morning and night routine, like daily thing, that I was just like, I'm going to go to the gym every day, or I'm going to work out every single day. But after that, like now the gym is like second nature for me. I can't go a few days without going to the gym and feel normal. And this is where I want it to be. So I'm so grateful that I finally got here, but I would definitely say it all has to do with sticking to a routine and knowing that I wake up every morning and have things that my body just instinctively does now. In a world that's constantly crazy, in a world where you have to work, 40 hours to have a normal life, to have a normal income, it's so crucial to have these moments, to have this kind of, I keep saying it, but have this kind of stability, because the world is so chaotic. There's so much going on. And when do you have time to breathe and focus on yourself and pour into your cup before you go to work and start pouring into others? I'm a strong believer. You cannot give to others. You can't pour into others if you aren't pouring into yourself. And that's one thing that I really had to believe and focus on, because I think for the longest time, I'm truly a people pleaser. I think for the longest time I was people pleasing and hoping that that was going to pour into me. And it never does. Like, it never does. So once I learned that being selfish is the best thing that I can do for myself, then I started doing that. And so instead of pouring my empty cup into other people, like people were just getting my overflow. Like I was filled up so much from doing so much for myself that I was like, it's nice to give to others. And that, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I was thinking like, oh no, I have a cup, like I gotta pour it and then I gotta refill and then I gotta pour it. I have to get to 100% in myself to be able to pour into others. And it's not even to say that that's like a selfish thing to do. It's that it's disingenuous if I don't. If I'm at 50% and I'm pouring into you, I'm like, being there for you, and I'm not even okay with myself. It's not genuine. I'm like hoping that you can give me something back. But Glenn knows, my friends know, if I've fallen off, if I've ghosted a little bit, my friends know if I'm pulling back a little bit, it's because something in my routine has fallen off and I need to get back on it. So if I have gone a few days without waking up at 6, like for the holidays, I was waking up at like 9, 10, 11 and not having any type of time for my morning routine because I had to go after that. I started falling off. People were not hearing from me. But now I can actually pour back into others. I think these are the healthiest relationships that I've ever had, because I forced myself to be healthy within. Speaking of within, that's another great book that I read. I will link that below too. The thing that helped me the most with my morning routine is I would watch YouTube videos. I would watch TikTok videos on people's morning routines, and I would almost copy and paste different morning routines. So I would look at a TikTok video and see this person's morning routine. They woke up at 7 and did this, this, and this. For the longest time, waking up at 7, that wasn't a thing. But also with that, I learned that you have to introduce your body to waking up early. So I tried to jump from waking up at 8 to waking up at 5. That was not a thing. I woke up angry. So I started at 8 a.m., waking up at 8 a.m., doing a short morning routine. Then I went to 7:30. Then I went to 7 o'clock. Then I went to 6. Then I went to 5:30. I got to a point where I was at 5. I've fallen off of that wagon. But right now I'm waking up at 5:36, and that works for me. And that's something maybe that could work for you, is following someone else's routine. Maybe you're following my routine and seeing if that works for you. But that's kind of how I got started with my routines. But one thing is always going to be consistent. When you are taking the time to wake up early, do your skincare routine, go to the gym, making sure that you do your hair and your makeup before you start your day, doing things that make you happy before your day starts, your life will transform. And that's just facts. I don't really need to say much else. I don't know why. I don't know what in our brain craves that kind of like routine and stability, but whatever it is up there, it works and it plays out in your daily life. I don't know why, but that's how it is, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it to anybody that I love, anybody that's around me. And now to you, my friends, start a morning routine, start something for yourself before you start your day. My advice to getting started is to find something that you really, really want to do every day for yourself. So find one thing that you're ready to commit to for a week, a whole week, and do it every single day for a whole week. And if you find by the end of the week that that certain thing doesn't work anymore, or it doesn't work for you, switch it and find something that you really feel good in your heart about doing every single day, and make that your habit, make that your morning routine. But I'm still a work in progress too. There's still so many things that I want to work on within myself and accomplish within myself. So we're really in this together. We are really in the trenches together. But that is it for right now. I'm going to finish my skincare. I'm going to get ready for work and take you along with me for that too. But like I said, if you like this video, if you like this content, please feel free to like and comment and subscribe and do all the things. Thanks. I'll see you guys in the next one.